So as of recording this video, the new year started like 10 days ago. So I figured I'd give like an updated Dollhouse tour. The one I released from last year actually is like over a year old at this point. And although I had made individual tours of different rooms and changes I made, I haven't done like a full in-depth of like the entire Dollhouse, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. So first thing is the very top. I have chairs that used to be in the living room, but I'm kind of experimenting with not having it there right now. The Christmas tree. This is a box of doll clothes and random containers, doll stands, boys' clothes, shoes, miscellaneous, and then hair stuff over there. So this is the first room I'll be showing you today. This is Michelle's room. Very nice, very lovely. She did get a shelf. I think this used to be in Caroline and Charlie's room, but I painted it teal and put it in her room to display some of her knickknacks, such as this pumpkin. Here, I believe it's a little mini play button. A rubber ducky that I've had since I was like in preschool. I literally remember getting this in preschool. Some miniature books, My Little Pony figurines, this dinosaur, and some school supplies. And then also this random box. Do not ask what is in this because it is none of your business of what is in this box. Here we have a framed picture from like 2 years ago that probably needs to be updated, but I'm too lazy to do that. A flower pot in a little vase, though I think this is supposed to be a candle holder. Coffee. Michelle really does need the energy to deal with all the craziness of her siblings. This bell that was also from my great-grandma, and then scissors and some pencils in this little mini jar I got from Joann's. The dresser itself is a wood dresser that I used like acrylic paint and painted it this forest green, which looks really pretty in here. One problem though is the drawers do not open very well, especially after they've been painted. So if you happen to get a shelf like this and want to paint it, do not paint like the inside of the drawers because that is gonna get stuck and you're not gonna want to use it for anything. Over here we have her bed. We have her teddy bear, which yes, it is canon. The teddy bear's name is Jeffrey. This makeshift mini doll that's like 4 years old and kind of falling apart, but I did make this myself with beads and an old sock that was glued together. This upside down laptop. On her bed there's two pillows, both of those I sewed myself, and then a couple things that were sewed and knitted by my grandma. Here we also have a school bag. So on this wall we have a picture of Molly and a random painting, some stars, and then this very outdated 2022 calendar. So the next room here is the boys' room. This was not here in my last Dollhouse tour video. I'm not gonna go too much in depth into it because I did already make a video a couple months ago going more into the details, and not a whole lot in this room's changed. You have a nightstand there with some scripts that I didn't want to throw away from the We Make a Play stop motion. There's a little ninja guy that does not stand and always falls off this nightstand. We have this quilt, if you could even call it that. It was just like this fabric that I used on my grandma's sewing machine, but I decided it'd be nice as a blanket for some reason, and then a lot bigger sheet that's kind of wrapped over a bunch to make it so it fit the dolls. And the bed itself is an American Girl box. Here we also have a pillow that used to be from Caroline and Charlie's room, but now it's in here. I have plushies, including this one that I made myself out of fabric and like scrap fabric. Here is the desk area. This is the Pleasant Company Macintosh set from 1997. You have a game system and then two of the Hot Wheels cars. And then of course the lights. They're like, all the rooms have lights, but these are actually like plug-in lights that go into an outlet. The other lights throughout the Dollhouse are like those battery operated ones. So here we are about a floor down. This is Ginger and Kat's room. One thing that you also probably notice about all the rooms is that a lot of the walls are made from poster board with scrap-up paper over top, and then each of the individual boards are together with Velcro. As you probably see, I'm realizing this recording this now, but like Yeah, their walls need to be fixed really badly because it's kind of falling apart a bit. This original room I constructed about 2 years ago, and this was before I got like a dollhouse, so all the sets were on this one table, and that's part of the reason why for the Velcro. The Velcro made it easier to take stuff apart when I was done with it. So this room needs to be fixed at some point, not now though. As you can see, Kat likes a lot of punk bands, so one poster she has here is Green Day, specifically from the American Idiot album. We have some miniature Polaroids that were hung up like so long ago. Consequently, all the pictures are very outdated, but it's still really cute. Next to that, we have My Chemical Romance and Nirvana, as well as a handmade AC/DC one that I just drew myself, and then a British flag right here. That random knob in the middle was supposed to be for a guitar. The guitar never stayed on the wall. It always fell off the wall, so it's somewhere else in the room. Then we also have Foo Fighters and Kiss here. So we have a SpongeBob thing, which came from a SpongeBob lamp, as well as the original parental advisory poster that was there, and a little pride flag. Here on this shelf we have like a little bus. It was given to us by my bus driver like 2-3 years ago, and it's now decoration. Oh yeah, I was looking for that. This is a crystal I got a while ago that I was actually looking for, but forgot I put in this dollhouse as shelf decoration. So I guess I found it now. And then down here, I'm really proud of this. This is Kat's record player, and if you remember from the last Dollhouse tour video, this was like just white cardstock, but now it's complete, and I use brown scrapbook paper to resemble kind of a wood appearance, and then some other gems and other stuff I had lying around to add some depth and dimension to it. And I did one record. I wanted to put more records here, but this is just the one I did. I made myself. Life is Meaningless. Down here we have like just some miniature knickknacks and other stuff like that. Then on this shelf we have Humphrey, a jar of flies for the cobalt blue tarantula that's up here, and as well as Ginger's pet snail. Here is Ginger's bed. It has like skateboards, this bunny that I got last year, I believe, and the trumpets and I went to McDonald's, and the trumpets stupidly decided to dip it in ketchup for some reason, and we're about to throw it away, but then I saved it and washed it up, and now it's in here. As well as this pillow that I sewed myself. The sheets and blankets here are a combination of stuff that my grandma sewed for me when I was really little, and also just random like handkerchiefs and cloths that I don't really have much of a use for. The bed also is a good display for this helmet. This is from the Pleasant Company inline skate set. I don't know where else to put it. It's gonna be displayed here for now. This top bunk is Kat's bunk. The pillows, once again, I sewed myself. And this is just a little bandana that was used as a blanket. So there's some more posters here. We have Black Flag, the Celebrate poster. I do have like an actual big version in my dorm right now. So it's kind of cool that my dolls have a mini version that they could just hang up here. This is Iowa Hawkeyes logo, Coldplay, Rise Against, and then this random starry background that I just made blue but did not print very well in our printer. And then this cringy picture that I drew like 4 years ago. So the aforementioned guitar that used to hang up on the wall is now here, which I think is a better spot for it because the Velcro on the back, it used to go so that you could take the strap off and just hook it on the wall with the Velcro. It never stayed, and to be honest, the Velcro kept falling off the guitar, so it's mostly just here for decoration. So this room is Caroline and Charlie's room. Not that much has changed from last year. One thing that has changed though is they do have a new shelf. This is also made from various crates from a combination of like Michael's and Joann's. I made these for the shelf. They're supposed to be little magazines for Caroline. They're all pink colored. Also on this shelf we have a mermaid thing from like years and years ago, Charlie's trumpet, Magic 8 Ball, some Shopkins from childhood, a little teddy bear, and then just other little random stuff. This wall also has a few pictures, including Guy Fieri. I'll explain more about that later. This sticker and Caroline's picture of herself because she's a bit of a narcissist. The top bunk has just an assortment of things that are all like pink and girly because Caroline sleeps in this top bunk. And here the bottom is a pillow I sewed myself. Then this just came with the bed. The sheets of this bed, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I got these from. I think it was from my grandma, but I'm not entirely sure. And then I also sewed this pillow myself. 2 rooms are divided with this blue curtain that I think I put up like last summer, I believe. And here we have the closet. This closet basically stores a lot of my stuff that I can't put in the top clothing bin because they'll all get wrinkled. So it's usually like dress shirts and like silk dresses that get wrinkled very easily. And here we just have a random makeup stand that used to be on the other wall, but now it's here. That just has all of Caroline's makeup and trophies and stuff like that. So this is the living room slash kitchen area. This is basically the room you probably see the most often in my videos. It serves mostly as just the main hangout room. As you can probably tell, there used to be a chair there, but there isn't anymore, and the couch has moved a bit. I'm trying to have more space for like more dolls to be in and out of here, so like temporarily the chair is not gonna be here for a little bit, just to see how I like this. Also, TV and other stuff was kind of moved over a bit. So here is the iconic blue couch in its iconic blue couch glory. Very self-explanatory. I've had this couch for like forever. I think I originally made it the first version of the couch in like 2021, and then for each iteration of the main living room this just kept getting updated until finally when I got this dollhouse it was made to be a bit longer and bigger. I did not make it very well the first couple of times because this, if you can already guess, this was made myself out of cardboard and fabric. The seat of the couch doesn't really match too much, but I still like it. It still has a nice little, it has a charm to it. It's very iconic in a sense because it's literally been in almost every single one of my videos. This general living room used to be a bit smaller. It used to only be like 1 shelf, but now it's 2. And part of that is some of these walls are from the basement, if you remember, from like 2-3 years ago at this point. It's been like 3 years ago at this point because I think I made that basement in 2022 and it's 2025 now. So I did make a basement at one point, but then I tore it apart like June 2023 and made it into an extended living room instead. So just for a closer look, here are a few posters. I've had all 3 of these for like forever. They've existed in pretty much all iterations of this main living room. I think that first one came from a random block set from the 70s, and this was just a pencil drawing I made myself for some classiness, and this I did myself too. This is the main window area, complete with some string lights as well that go throughout this whole living room. These were all decorations that were originally in that basement I was talking about before, but now they're in here. That is a cardboard play button. I don't know why I decided to make it. I think this was made in 2021 and I had just gained like 50 subscribers and I was petty. This postcard was from Washington, D.C. when I went as a class trip in 2018, I believe, and then an American flag. This used to be an old skateboard for Ginger before I actually went onto eBay and bought, it was a skateboard from a retired Truly Me skateboarding set, and then of course got the skateboard from Nikki's skateboarding outfit. But before all that, I decided to make one myself, but it did not go very well, so now it's just wall decoration. This is from 5 Pens and a Cocktail. This is another Washington, D.C. postcard that I also got on that same class trip. Down here, of course I already mentioned this before, this is the TV, Xbox / PS5, and then the Nintendo Switch. I made all this out of cardboard. Here is a little family picture that's a little different from like one of the last tours I did when I showed all the Christmas decorations. This picture was a little different, and because I found a smaller image of the family that actually fits better in this picture frame, which is nice because there aren't any dolls that are cut off by the frame itself. This is just stuff for winter time / Christmas, I guess. I put the Elf on the Shelf box in the cabinet as more display. Here is a little ornament thing that's hanging on this that used to be where a calendar was, but that was taken down. And then we have the bulletin board. This is super old too, because I think I had this its some form in 2021, but then decided to update it and actually hang it on the wall like 3 years ago, very early 3 years ago. So this is a miniature doll postcard also from Five Hens and a Cocktail, and some stickers. This was a back of an American Girl green pins thing that I have here. This is a San Francisco postcard that I got at school, and all this stuff is just from various Etsy shops and also just from AGIGers such as Alice in Dollland. She sent me her holiday postcard. That particular poster is from Nine Tacos Filming. Over here is just a little table that I made from a wood thing that I took off a set for a play we did, and it just has the shake machine, a little mini box of Rice Krispies, and some other little things there. Here's a table that isn't really a table, it's just a piece of wood on top of a miniature jewelry box slash dresser. So last but certainly not least is the fridge. So I get so many questions about this and it confuses so many people. So this particular fridge I got off Mercari. It was just being sold as just the fridge from the Our Generation kitchen set. I didn't buy any of the other accessories, and the Guy Fieri posters. So these posters were props in an April Fool's stop motion from 2 years ago that I used for the video and felt wasteful throwing all those little pictures away just to only have used them for like one shot. So they're now decoration, and part of it was just me seeing how many people get confused with these. To further elaborate too, this picture was me when I was 7. I don't know why I hung it up here. And on this side we have another postcard I got from college. This is the iconic Bold and Brash, and just some other stuff, including a Montreal Canadiens picture that I also drew myself. So thank you so much for watching this very long Dollhouse tour video. If you have any more questions, make sure you comment them down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a very nice day.